powers to fulfill the desires of the sadhaka, good descendants, sustained growth and of prosperity, welfare, all this great power, power to go beyond the diseases, power to go beyond the delusion, power to experience the heavenly space, power to go beyond and have courage and supremacy, the authority of issue order, power to attaining the form, the power of oneness, the Ishana, Bhairava, Devas, the king of Devas, Rudra, and all other desire fruits, the benefit other than mentioned here, would also be attained through the worship of the Asara Linga. And other, according to these Asara Linga and other type of lingas, corresponding pedestal should be designed. Beautifully, Bhagavan Paramashiva says how the linga manifest as powers and how we can go beyond and experience the higher reality. Nachiketa, Bhagavan says, 2.5 days he fasted is equal to 2.5 years for us to fast. Durva, he went beyond food, he went beyond water, he went beyond sleep and went beyond air. And he was able to withstand all this and only be in the conscious decision that he has to see Vishnu in physical reality. Till then, he will not give up his tapas. The will persistence that Bhagavan is speaking about, holding that and continuously holding and manifesting that, and not just shredding down, but going on holding Paramashiva is real. Simply we can experience the higher reality that consciousness is the ultimate truth. Bhagavan himself initiating us into the higher science simply manifest as powers. Nisargadatta, just in few months, he was just a person who did a minimal job, but he could experience the ultimate great science simply downloads when we have the guru who can give us the grace and the disciple who have the intensity, will persistent to experience the higher reality. That is why Bhagavan says, when you are ready for the weak nuclear force, simply you can experience the strong nuclear force as initiation. Getting ourselves ready, how do we get ready, is only by unclutching, not engaging with what the frustration, irritation, and confusion that we are going through in life, deciding to be without all that ups and downs in life and holding on to Paramashiva is real. All that we need to do, and we have to understand, we came down for higher reality. If the monkeys, for example, are thought to walk on two legs, it will be struggling, maybe carrying a brick and moving the brick. But if you tell the monkey you can build a skyscraper, you can become a NASA scientist, you can fly to the moon, it does not even understand what you're talking about. That is exactly how we feel. Oh, these are not something for us. These are not for us. I don't know who does this. Exactly, because we don't know. Like how the ant is only able to perceive two dimension, the paper, length and breadth. But if it is piled on a stack, it does thinking, the ant thinks it is disappearing because it does not know. Same way we think all this does not exist. The aliens, what we call, does not exist because they are not aliens. They are the Gandharvas and Rishis, Munis who exist in a different dimension, different frequency that we are not able to perceive. When we raise our frequency, we can experience all of them and more. The Siddhas lived in a greater reality. Trilinga Swami just 200 years before. Even Ramakrishna Paramahamsar have met him. He appears in Britishers' record that he appeared and they put him in jail, and they went out of the police station, found him out there also, and in ashram also. He lived as in 3 places at the same time, which was recorded. And they said he is a Siddha and he can manifest himself in any dimension. The greatest science is available for all of us to experience. All we need a will persistent to give up what we are not. All this which we are engaging ourselves is the only thing. When we unclutch from that, we can experience the pure consciousness. The Paramashiva is real as consciousness, as frequency. How in the deep sleep we experience We have no seer, no seen, and we experience the Brahman. But conscious can experience that. That is the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, preparation for Bhagavan to initiate us into all these powers. All these powers can become reality the minute we experience the higher reality as our space of oneness with Paramashiva. Beautifully, Bhagavan gives the pramanas for us to understand the depth of the cognitions. Here, Bogar, beautifully, he prepares the Muruga deity, and it is the Navapasha, the Panchaloka, that he creates the deity from. And the same thing is created in Adi Kailash in Vaidhi. All that water that is offered, or the milk that is offered on the deity, simply heals our body and completely regenerate us into a new being. All this great science is known to us for many years. When we apply the ash, it becomes the aushadha. When you apply the ash which is offered on this deity or on any Shivalinga, the DNA of that is carried on to the ashes, and simply when you apply, it detox the frontal lobe, the prefrontal cortex, which is the unique place. That's why we call this as a temple, and that is what manifests as higher dimension and increases the dopamine. When we are unclutched, we are able to do into it in a restful, peaceful awareness. These siddhas knew that science, how we can experience the higher reality and go into that bliss space and experience the ultimate bliss. All that we are looking for, happiness and bliss, if we know there's something which is beyond the bliss, what we call as joy, and experience the bliss, when you unclutch this prefrontal cortex, simply gets activated and you can be in bliss. No boredom, no tiredness, no death, no birth. Simply you reside in the higher reality. How you understand as consciousness as a reality. Here, Bhagavan beautifully gives us the Atma Pramana, the higher reality, how we can exist.
Initial level, for the initiation, you need the limitation of space and time. So exactly, when the Kundalini Shakti, your inner potential energy, your bioenergy, inner potential bioenergy, when it is awakened by the Master's presence and blessings, so many auspicious things starts happening in your system. Just yesterday, we received some of the scientific research we did on inner awakening. They say 1300%, 13 times the cell energy, the biocell energy is awakened in human beings during this Kundalini awakening, during this N effect. Please understand, 1300%, 13 times than normal human beings. Second fact, they are saying, even the people who did not participate in the process, just sat in my presence volunteering, even on them 1100% the increase of the energy was shown. Please understand. Two groups they studied. One, people who sat and went through the process, attended, went through all the meditation of samana, yoga, mudra, everything. Second group, which just sat, did not do any process, which was volunteering. Of course, third is the normal human beings. Normal human beings, 100% energy means the group which sat and went through the process was experiencing 1300%, 13 times more energy awakening, the cell energy, the inner potential energy, bioenergy. And the normal group, the group which was sitting and volunteering, which was not doing any process, had 1100%. Means the power of presence, master's job is 90%. Only 10% is the process you are doing, is awakening your energy. So the presence does the 90% job of initiation into the Kundalini experience. That is why I am saying yesterday when I said I am physically feeling connected to those 5 centers, and the Vibhuti will start coming from those 5 centers, Padukas. Immediately in 1 hour I received the photographs. In all those centers, Padukas, Vibhuti coming. Please understand, when I see you, I can say very clearly the connection has happened, the quality control, QC pass. When only you are seeing me, connection may be happening, But I will not be able to give the guarantee that the effect is already happening. See, the N effect happens in two levels. One, infectious. Just because your neighbor is levitating, your biomemory will pick up. It is good to start, but in that level, transformation itself will not start happening. But levitation, Kundalini awakening is happening only in the flesh level, skin deep. But when I am initiating you, the levitation starts happening in the bone marrow level, in the very being. Then the Kundalini awakening will lead to the transformation. Please understand, it will lead to the transformation of your very being. Basically, this Kundalini awakening is expected to lead you to more and more joyful, transformed, blissful character. Otherwise, just jumping, hopping is not going to help you. It will create the highest possible coherence in your brain, which will create health, joy, transformation, and amazing, blissful, creative character in you. That is the essence, purpose of this Kundalini awakening. So the devotee who asked this question from the Jayanagar Satsang Center, please understand, you can experience Kundalini awakening, levitation, even if I am not seeing you, no doubt. But if I am seeing you, I can ensure that connection has happened, and not only Kundalini awakening, the more and more miracles and Kundalini's expressions can happen. As I said just now, please understand, these centers which are sitting with me now, which I am able to see, all these centers now, two things will happen. One, from the padukas of your center, Vibhuti will start coming. Second, people who are sitting and levitating, inside your Samana Mudra hand, Vibhuti will be there. End of the satsang, Vibhuti will be there. Take that Vibhuti and give it to the people who have come to your center now for healing. They will be healed. Understand? This kind of teleporting I will be able to do only if two-way connection is possible. Just the Kundalini awakening, you may have experience even if it is one way, if you are seeing me. But this teleporting, we will be able to do only if there is a two-way connection. That's one thing. Second, I can see very clearly the connection between you and my body is getting so matured. Within the Shivaratri, scientifically we will prove. We will call the scientific community and prove that teleporting is possible. From here, see actually now Vibhuti which is coming from my padukas in your centers now, and the Vibhuti happening in your hands now is actually coming from my table, from this table. It is not created, it is getting teleported. From this table it is reducing and it will be transmitted there. We will prove this to a scientific community. We will call scientific community and prove this to the scientific community. And what? Singapore, Vibhuti has started coming? Alright. You have touched the padukas? In the padukas, is it coming? Okay. By the end of satsang, you will see. So end of the satsang, you will see it is expressing. Please understand, I wanted all of you to know two things. One, I am not doing any magic or miracle. I am doing the exact spiritual science as taught by Sadashiva, Maheshwara, Patanjali, Goraknatha, Maschendranatha, Buddha. All these great masters. That is what I am, just before starting this satsang, as I said, I invoke their presence. I promise upon them, let what they wanted to transmit to the world as Kundalini awakening and as Samadhi happen in all of us. So that you are all clear. There is no black magic here. There is no hypnotism here. It is pure, authentic, time-tested, foolproof, thousands of years of Yoga Vedantic traditions, Samadhi experience, Kundalini awakening. This is first. Second thing, now we will make this whole thing scientific. Now, yesterday we tried one process. Process of teleporting Vibhuti on padukas. See, on matter. See, padukas have direct connection with me, but fortunately they do not have logic, independent logic. So making Vibhuti happening in them is the first step, very easy. Now second step I am working, is making vibhuti happening in people who has logic but who are willing to surrender on those bodies. Now the vibhuti will start happening. The third thing, we will call the scientific community who has logic, who are not interested in surrendering. To them we will prove this teleporting is possible based on the samadhi experience of Yoga Vedantic tradition. The Kundalini awakening does not need any physical nearness or presence. It is beyond space and time.
Setting up for
Beautifully, Bhagwan explained how these great Mahatmas, great Paramahamsas have designed this greater science, and millions and billions of people have experienced that on planet Earth. Just in India, there are 1 crore temples, 1 crore temples, 100 million, and simply they can experience all this greater science in each of these centers. And now Bhagwan is reviving all this great truth in each one of us. Out of 84 million people, million species, and 8 billion people, we are the chosen one to reside here to experience. But that is what the original space of yoga is for, detoxing us and taking us beyond our physical form, forgetting the posture that we are, but taking us into the higher reality. Same way, how we do the power manifestation every single day, getting into the Nirvikalpa Samadhi collectively in collective integrity makes us understand the higher science which mind cannot grasp it. But surrendering again and again the mind, the logic, will simply make us understand the greater reality. If you have the Jnananjan in your Kantamala, you can apply in the third eye and your temple. Now continuously hold yourself, and here we can see that the Balasans are healing so many cancers to the cancer patient, and the kids are really experiencing recovering from it. We have so many trauma cases, but simply by aligning to their cosmic geometry to Paramashiva is real, they are sending the healing reality. Now, if you get the kumkum or vibhuti, give it to the person who you're healing. Completely surrender your inner identity and connect to that person and start healing. Healing is one of the most beautiful contribution that all of us are connected. Paramashiva is real. When we start connecting and start experiencing the oneness, manifesting the powers of Paramashiva, you will simply see that you are also connected and you can heal them, which is reflecting in you, healing you in the physical body and in your other bodies, mental and emotional, everything, and making you understand the higher reality. When the water is cluttered, we need to let it settle down. Same way, when your mind is cluttered, it only causes damage more and more. When you settle down, unclutch from it, even the molecular structure in your body changes, and you can experience all this greater science as your reality. Now you can call them and tell them you are manifesting the power of healing from any disease, having the solution just through your power of third eye. Entangling with Bhagwan, you're going to experience that. And you can share with them and ask them to give you the reviews. Now sit straight with the head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Continuously bring Paramashiva to your third eye and bring yourself to the prefrontal cortex, which is your command center, the awareness to your third eye, and bring Paramashiva to your third eye again and again. The Guru who has come down as God, who has come down as your Guru, bring Paramashiva to your third eye and all the great signs that he is revealing. Absolute unclutching, complete completion with what you are experiencing as your world, including your body, including your mind. Everything is something which you are using it. It is not you. Who you are, experience that. Where the sound of the mantra is happening, from where you are listening. Deeply go into the listening and start seeing where the mantra, the sound is happening and you are listening. More and more, when you get into that, you will fall into the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, same state as you go into the deep sleep. And once you are able to experience the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, you can manifest all these powers. And every day, Bhagavan is giving us step-by-step process for us to experience the quantum space, that we are frequency, not just the physical, materialistic world, materialistic body. So let's start chanting the Maha from the navel center, vibrating with that and Samadhi with the deep listening. Continuously hold Paramashiva in your third eye, unclutch from every thought, understanding you are the consciousness, you are Paramashiva, you are stronger than the strong nuclear force. You are the ultimate. You are the creator of the universe. You are Paramashiva, Parashakti, Venkateshwara, Sundareshwara. Sit with 25 heads, 75 eyes and 50 hands. You are the god and goddesses came here to experience Paramashiva as your reality. Hold only that powerful space and completely entangle all your identity and become empty and surrender everything to Bhagavan's lotus feet. Authentically hold that for few minutes, even for few seconds, you can experience the manifestation to happen. Anything during the period of unclutch, whatever you visualize or you become reality. Let's start chanting the Mahavakya and with a deep listening for solution and healing to all diseases.
Enlightenment Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
So beautiful. Please open your eyes. Whatever you're feeling and whoever send them the message to asking them to share their experience. When you become empty, Paramashiva can manifest in you as reality. How when Arjuna says to Krishna, "How can I kill my own people? Is it not a sin? Let me take sannyas. I don't want to do this." And Krishna says, each one, the prarabdha, will make us manifest whatever we are, and I have already taken care. And simply you doing your prarabdha does not create. If you don't do only, you will get into the sin. We all came here to do all Paramashiva's celebration, manifestation, as our reality, forgetting that again and again we'll be pulled into the same thing till we finish what we have taken for, the responsibilities. And simply that will become reality when we align to it and take that as our responsibility and manifest. Getting diverted into anything else, we are creating more chaos, more confusion, and more into the delusion. The straightest path points is just a straight line. Same way Bhagavan says, when you follow the Guru Vak, it becomes the straight path for you to understand how you can experience the higher reality. Consciousness, Paramashiva as your higher reality as consciousness. Bhagavan is giving step by step how we can experience the higher reality living in a community. The Vatavarana is very important for us to constantly be in that powerful cognition to make this reality. We take 25 to 30 years to become a good doctor, a surgeon, or we take 25 years to become a lawyer, a good lawyer, a judge, or become a NASA scientist. You need at least 25 to 30 years of your prime time, your life, to become even the outer world, which is going to be completely collapsed after you're dead. But if you are doing something for eternity that is going to be in you as reality, few hours of every day in the Nirvikalpa Samadhi and continuously manifesting these powers will build your consciousness, which is the very core, which is the very reality, and which is the very purpose why you came here to manifest. And simply aligning to Guru Vak and manifesting these powers every single day, you will understand your higher potential and fulfilling your outer world, fulfilling your inner space. You will simply be in the oneness with the materialistic world and trying to fight with a shadow. You can never grasp anything out of it, learn anything out of it, or achieve anything out of it except you will get it. That is the only thing which happens. And you cannot say, I'll get out of it when I finish this, because that never happens. You can, the consciousness, Paramashiva is real, which is reflecting in you. All we need to do is recognize that to understand and manifest our higher realities. With a deep feeling connection, sit straight with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Few more minutes intensely. Hold that space of Paramashiva. Any thought comes, unclutch from that. And hold, Paramashiva is real. And I'm not just the body. I'm also the body. I am Paramashiva. I am consciousness. I am Sundareshwara, whoever your Ishtadevata. Sit with a powerful space. Brahmanya Bahuputratam. You are the inheritance of the cosmos. You are the ultimate. Hold that. And that is the Tyaga Bhagavan says. Letting go your mind and one's lotus feet in deep gratitude and get absorbed into Paramashiva in deep love and deep gratitude to Paramashiva simply will make you understand the higher science, who you are. And let's start the second cycle. Start chanting the Mahavakya from your navel center with a deep listening for having solutions for all diseases and healing people. Let's start manifesting the powers of Paramashiva.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Paramashivoham, 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashivoham overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyanandam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om
So beautiful. All that Paramashiva is showering on us. Please go ahead and share that how your life is reflecting on all this greater truth and how the transformation is happening. The more and more you share in your own words, you will start recognizing Paramashiva is real and manifesting more and more. We surrender all this powerful cognition, manifestation. Paramashiva is real with the deep Paramashiva as my thought, as my word, as my reality, as everybody I see as Paramashiva as my powerful cognition. End this session with the Purna Mantra. And thank you for contributing to Kailasha. Whoever likes to contribute, plus sign and experience the Kailasha. More and more you contribute to Kailasha, you will see more auspicious, more all these power manifestation, more it becomes reality. You will start understanding the higher purpose of why you are on planet Earth and how your experience